UGD coming at you with the touch-up of the Smith & Wesson 915 at 9mm. That's right, fellas. It is the correct caliber in so many ways. This hot rod came to us a few months ago, and it has turned into one of our favorite super-duper firearms. My wife absolutely loves shooting this hot rod, but I think it's time to maybe doll it up a little bit. Yeah, it shows a little bit of wear here and there, and, not that that's a bad thing. I think it adds a little patina to some guns, but I need to shoot a video. So what the hell? Let's make this one look a little bit better. And the items that I use are the Birchwood Super Blue, and we're going to get into a little bit of the aluminum black, because if you look at the frame, yeah, it's got some wear too that could be addressed, and I figured what the hell. And then the last thing, and this might be a 3-part video, is this right here. You know I love doing my enamel work. I have never tried that on grips, so I figured, bam, we'll go ahead and try to nail that right there and make it look a little better. But we're going to start with the slide and a little bit of Super Blue. Now, shout out to Mark Burgess. He watched one of my bluing videos and said, fella, you need to be wearing gloves, and you better not cross-contaminate your blue. So we're going to take a couple precautions here. The first one is I got my blue gloves. That's right, blue gloves for bluing. I'm going to slap that baby on there. Yeah, there we go. Probably should have had those on beforehand, because this is probably not super exciting unless you're at the proctologist. Let me get this one on here. Okay. Now, I use a Q-tip. Oh, notice the watch there. Yeah, that's Bugs Bunny. I'm kind of nut and fancy when it comes to my watches. How I apply is, boom, Q-tips. That's right, just Q-tips. And I know there's probably some ways to do it. And then I'm going to use an old medicine cap to try to, keep from cross-contaminating. Shout out to Mark. Thanks for pointing that out, my man, and making me a little bit better of a used gun dude. So I don't need to pour much in here. Just a little bit. There we go. Birchwood, I've used it before. He pointed out also that Brownells has a product, and I used that years ago. I'd forgotten all about it. Used it on a K31 Swiss rifle, and it really did well, but I just was brain dead when I was hunting for this stuff. So load up your Q-tip, find you a bad spot. This one's really bad right there, so let's start with that right there, and just kind of rub it over and see if it'll take. And sometimes, guys, this stuff just doesn't take, and sometimes it takes well, and sometimes it just doesn't come out the same color. But gosh, I figure I can't hurt this gun, and plus it's my wife's gun. I'll just tell her I don't know what the hell happened to it. There you go. Look at that. See that? It's already starting to darken up right there. Now, once you get it on there, bluing works. Whoops, I cross-contaminated. Sorry, Mark. I messed up. Let me set that aside. Is paper towels, guys. And the pattern we're using today looks like we have a summer pattern. Look at that, a little bit of green in that flower. So just take a paper towel and wipe that hot rod off. Yeah, just wipe it off. There you go. And look at that. Yeah, most of that's gone. Now you can kind of see it's got kind of a matte to it, a matte thing going. That will actually clean up quite a bit once you hit it with some oil. So let's keep working through this. Gosh, my finger. Mark, I'm really trying, but these gloves, God, now I'm bumping the camera. Not a glove man. Not a glove man. Fresh Q-tip. Soak it up. Let's find some other spots here to hit. Let's look here. Oh, yeah, just right down the slide. Let's just go right on the corner here and hit that. Oh, look at that. Just turning really fast. Just really fast. Oh, the Birchwood is just loving this metal right here. Yeah, guys, you don't have to do this. I mean, it does add some a little bit of color back to your gun, but yeah, sometimes just leaving a gun alone is probably the best thing to do. And this might have been that gun, but I figured, what the hell? It's my wife's gun, and she does like things that are pretty, like me. Yep. Keep hitting that. I'm gonna keep bumping the camera. Yeah, there we go, guys. Boy, that's just amazing how well that's taking. All right, so that's used. Mark, watch this over here. And then give her just a little wipe down. A little bit of a wipe down. And let's see how she looks. Yeah, you can see that really took in there. Now, you guys can see that little bit of matting that's going on there. And again, we'll get some gun oil out, and we'll get that straightened up here in a few minutes. Yeah, let's check to see if we got any other spots. Now, I'm going to use the same Q-tip, but the other end. Yeah, load that up again. Get it good and wet. Yeah, okay. I noticed a little bit of wear, I guess, in there. Light scratches in there just over time. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, making this a happy gun. Happy gun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I go into full Bob Ross when I'm doing stuff like this, guys. If you ever seen Bob Ross, I tell you what, that is a great way to spend an hour watching some Bob Ross. It's kind of like golf. It can be somewhat interesting, but if you're not totally paying attention, the way he talks will put you to sleep. Oh, I just about dipped it again. Let's get some more over there on that safety. I want that safety looking 100%. yeah, I'm just kind of hitting it all over, guys. Just wherever I see a little bit of an issue. We'll slap some before and after photos on this thing. God, I'm just probably not doing a very good job with that camera in front of me. Yeah, see, it kind of dries out a little bit. Now, another method after you get done with this is to lightly hit it with some quadot steel wool. I just wanted to say quadot. Yeah, quadot's a funny word. Yeah, you can see, guys, it's really shaped up quite a bit. Yeah, digging that quite a bit. All right, let's get a new Q-tip, and we're going to hit that rear side a little bit more. See if we can doll that up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is just loving it. So the Birchwood Super Blue, highly recommended. Yeah, like I mentioned, you can also get that, Oxy, I believe, or Oxy Blue is what they call it, from the Brownells. Yeah, pretty good stuff, too. All right, let's give this thing a quick wipe down. All right. Pretty happy. I want to see if there's any spots that I probably should hit again. Yeah, right through there in the ejection hole. Load up a fresh Q-tip. Let's get in there. Just really get on that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Woo. Goodness gracious, this stuff works good. Right there on the back. You see right there? So that's just almost a white, just bare metal. We'll change that. And if you look, you see it's just taking some stuff off. Now, the only thing I do to prep this thing is I hit it with that non-acetone fingernail polish to get a little bit of the oil off. A lot of this bluing will go right through any kind of oil you have on there. But I like to go ahead and give it a good full prep. All right, guys, there we go. We're going to give it a little bit of gun oil. Let me grab my gun oil. Might hear banging in the background. Now, the gun oil that I use, I only use nothing but the best Hoppies. That's right. I keep it in a little bitty needle bottle right there. And you can just use, let's go ahead and just use this just to load it up. And we'll just coat this baby up really good. And just give it a nice sheen to it. Get all that. And then what that does is that basically, I guess, kills the bluing. Now, a lot of guys will say running under some cold water. Yeah, that's probably the professional way to do it. But you know what? There's a used gun dude way to do it. And this is how I roll right here. Slip that down. Get it on there. And then we'll hit this. This is kind of where we started. So this will really show us kind of how well we ended up. Let that sit for a few seconds. Let it penetrate a little bit. I'm not going to do the whole gun because this video is starting to get a little bit long. I'm looking at it. 7 minutes. God almighty. Let's see. All right. Give it a final wiping. Yeah, look at that, guys. Isn't that amazing? Just how much better it looks. We'll hit it with some photos, and we'll do a side-by-side. I'll even get in my Photoshop and really lay them out. So, guys, there you go. Super Blue from the Birchwood Casey's. Hey, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you agree with Mark that I probably have lost a little of my brain for not using gloves in the past, hit the thumbs down and please subscribe.